December is a good time to be in southern Arizona. So, like thousands of RVers, I headed that way. But not to stay. Yet I'll be back to visit friends and attend functions. Join me for a tour of Quartzsite, Arizona.
I am going to Quartzsite. I kind of learned to wrap my head a little bit better around Quartzsite as far as it just being a place of community. So you go, you visit some friends, and it's okay, right? Yeah, I don't have to stay there all winter. I don't have to live in Quartzsite. There's definite things and reasons to go to Quartzsite. Big stuff doesn't happen until next month, but there's already a lot of people there. I can't believe I'm going to Quartzsite. What was it? Probably 25, 26 years ago. First time in Quartzsite. And I was flea marketing at the time, had a partner, and we sold in Quartzsite. We sold for $100 a month dry camping right off of our schoolie, and we finally made enough money to buy a tire for the dang thing and move on. Nowadays, I just don't want to be there for long. Oh, there's a few things I like to go into town for. It's kind of different and fun. You know, to me, I think that Quartzsite's kind of like Vegas. Everybody should go once. Well, especially if you're into RVing and boondocking and community and drumming and a bunch of tchotchke junk you don't need, or maybe you just want to go window shopping for RVs. And then I would say go during the big show in January. There's a huge dip and valley out in front of us, speckled with white. Maybe you can see it. That is Quartzsite. The town itself is really not very big. I'll have to look at the population of it. And you have to remember, there's the summer population when it can be 100 plus degrees here, and the winter population when the averages are maybe between 40 and 60. Anyway, Quartzsite. I always say I'm not going to be here. And last year I successfully did not go into Quartzsite in January, which is the busiest month for all the activities going on in Quartzsite. There's the Big Tent, there's the RTR, there's a huge rock show. It's like where everybody wants to be, except me. No. Occasionally I will come in again just to say hi to somebody, but I don't usually partake of any of those things. However, I always have a list of things I'm looking for when I'm wandering around amongst the stalls and dealers and Quartzsite. Some of them are RV related, and sometimes it's just something that takes my fancy. For me, over the last couple of years, actually, well, since I was there after the big RV fire, link for that below in the description. That's when I really learned about Quartzsite is about community, and it's a great place for nomads to come and be in the winter months. Still currently in 2025, $180 for, I think it's September to April, some dates. I'll have to put a link below. It gives you a place you don't have to move. Some people find work in town. You can be there for any number of reasons. Maybe you're from Minnesota and you don't want to be buried in snow. I mean, there's any number of reasons. They're long-term visitor areas, and that permit is good for then there's at least one place where you can dump your holding tanks, get water. The 4 major ones, at least that I know of, all have garbage. Again, I'll put a link below for all that. You need to do some homework before you come to Quartzsite. And I recommend watching videos to start with. Start with Bob Wells. The other thing happens in January is the RTR. It is the Rubber Tramp Rendezvous, and that is kind of, well, it was birthed, shall we say, by Bob Wells. He's like the guru of nomads. And he's got a cheap RV living. Is his YouTube channel. If you have not been there and you're considering this lifestyle, go. You'll find all kinds of good information. Just do a search. Follow it. He's been sharing information for decades. So Quartzsite. Quartzsite's now about community. It's about community. And, well, let me tell you, it is about community. While I'm here, I will at least get to catch up with one person that I haven't seen in many months. And someone, well, you might have seen her before on video. Wow. Under $3 a gallon, $2.72? Cash only, but wow, what a great buy. We're to top off before leaving the area. Anything under $3 feels like I just got zinged back to the 70s. Woo! Well, I don't have to get off this one, but I'm going to. I'm doing that for you folks, actually, because that way we get to cruise Quartzsite. The main streets will be coming up here. That's what we're going to cruise. This exit wasn't even here when I first came to Quartzsite 25, 6, 7 years ago. There was only one exit, and it was on the west side of town. Things change every year. Readers, I don't even know if it's open. It says 50% off. It's been that for years. She needed to get out from underneath that after Sweetie Pie passed. Paul Langer. The Naked Bookseller. Alright, we have Main Street here. How Patty's is doing after the fire. Patty's propane. Alright, still looks pretty good. Yay. Got $1 on the right. We have one of the main grocery stores, Coyote Fresh, on the right. Parking's tough in almost any of these places. I'll be looking here on the west end of town. Right, Roadrunner Market, the other grocery store. Laundromat across the streets. That's the Mio. Yeah, Taco Mio. It's not a bad place to eat. It's not very busy. Consider barbecue, Judy's Beans, hot dog. Got some people out there at High Jolly selling. Yeah, on the left here we got that Silly Al's Pizza, which I don't even like. Everybody raves about it. This bridge has never gotten any better. Behind this old rackety building I sold the very first time, $100 dry can. We were kind of out of sight, and it that was not an easy place to sell. We were starving there. If it hadn't have been for Paul Weiner showing up and buying books. Wow. Alright, I gotta be paying a little more attention. The Pilot 272. So where the Burger King used to be. I think that's the story. This time for Filberto's, and that's another restaurant that's, I guess, in the same building. It's really hard to keep up with what changes in this town. Alright, I gotta find parking. There's the Pilot. Some big parking. Oh my gosh, is that Donna in the Aero bus? Could be. Could very well be. Let's park here. Okay, we're here. Heck, you might recognize that vehicle in front of us. I've certainly followed that one before. Going out to a new-to-me campsite here. This is known as the Dome Rock area. It's more 14-day BLM. Alright, well, I'm just following my friend. See where this takes us. We must be getting close. She gonna stop and confer. Yeah, they really are circled up, aren't they? Yep, they are. So that's west.
Met a wonderful group of people, stayed a couple days, then time to go hide in the desert.
Okay. I'm at the LTVA and I'm going to buy their $180 permit, which allows me to park on other LTVAs. Okay, LTVA's long-term visitor area. Where you don't have to move your rig all the time if you don't want to. Instead of the 14-day type things I usually do. And it's not because I'm going to stay here in Quartzsite long term, trust me. There's a lot of other places I go to that are also LTVAs, so it covers me there as well. And I'm going to go and get my sticker today. Okay, here's all the cool stuff you can do. If you can call for help, etc., etc., etc. Windy today, sorry, and now we're headed over here to the little station. The flag's up on this side, so I assume that means there's somebody at the station. Okay, we're pulling into La Posa South. That's one of the busiest of the long-term visitor use areas. And, you know, considering it's only the beginning of December, it's already looking pretty busy. Although we are right at the very front area, which tends to fill up tighter for some reason. People don't like to drive out too darn far, you know. So if you're just on the right, you can see a guy, bicycle thing. I think that's a dump station for like your blue boy, your bucket, that kind of thing. And then we have to go up a little bit further here so that we can get to the dump station and drop off some trash. So, yeah, there we are. Quartzsite, La Posa South. I don't think I see anybody I know, and that's okay by me. Every kind and style and type of vehicle that you could possibly live in. From a very expensive fifth wheel with toys to a moderately priced trailer. I don't know why you park so close to the road, but and then over like on this side where you get the bus, this is a nice paint job on that bus. Yeah, there you go. There's always buses around here. I'm not going to give you the whole show. You'll have to come here. Everyone who does any kind of RVing and traveling should probably come to Quartzsite at least once. Coming to Quartzsite is sort of like an initiation thing for RVers, tenters, travelers, nomads. It's one of those things that you would say, okay, like if you went to, everyone should go to Vegas at least once, right? I mean, that doesn't excite me, but you know, it seems like everybody should go at least once. Alright, I'm gonna wrap this one up here.